Some cars are fast, some cars are rare, and some cars change everything. The BMW E30 belongs to that last category. More than 40 years after its debut, the E30 is still talked about, raced, restored, modified, and revered like few cars in automotive history. Prices continue to climb, enthusiasts continue to obsess, and new generations keep discovering why this boxy little BMW refuses to fade away. So the question is simple: what makes the BMW E30 so special? The answer isn't just horsepower, it isn't just nostalgia, and it definitely isn't just the M3. The E30 is special because it represents a moment in time when BMW built cars for drivers first and marketing second. Let's break it down. Number 1, the perfect timing in automotive history. The BMW E30 arrived in 1982, replacing the E20 M3 series. At the time, the automotive world was changing fast. Cars were becoming heavier, more complex, more isolated from the road. BMW, instead of following that trend, doubled down on something radical: driver engagement. The E30 was developed during a period when engineers still had enormous influence over design decisions. Electronic aids were minimal, safety regulations were less restrictive, and performance wasn't buried under layers of software. This timing allowed BMW to create a car that felt mechanical, honest, connected. The E30 wasn't trying to be everything to everyone. It was trying to be the best driver's compact sedan in the world, and it succeeded. Number 2, a design that refuses to age. At first glance, the BMW E30 looks simple, boxy, angular, straight lines everywhere. But that simplicity is exactly why it has aged so well. The E30's design follows a principle that modern cars often ignore: form follows function. Thin pillars provide excellent visibility. Short overhangs improve handling balance. Compact proportions make the car feel agile. There are no fake vents, no oversized grills, no unnecessary aggression. Everything has a purpose. Even today, the E30 looks clean, balanced, confident. It doesn't chase trends, and because of that, it never looks outdated. This is why the E30 looks just as good parked next to modern BMWs as it did in the 1980s. Number 3, built like a driver's tool, not a gadget. One of the biggest reasons the E30 is so special is how it feels from behind the wheel. This is not a car that isolates you, it communicates with you. Steering feel. The steering is hydraulic, unfiltered, and alive. You feel road texture, tire grip, weight transfer. It tells you exactly what the front wheels are doing, something most modern cars have lost: chassis balance. With near-perfect weight distribution and rear-wheel drive, the E30 feels balanced in a way few cars do. You don't need massive power to enjoy it. Even at legal speeds, the car feels engaging. That's rare. Driver feedback. Every input matters. Throttle changes the car's attitude. Steering inputs are: immediate braking feels natural and progressive. The E30 doesn't correct you, it teaches you. That's why so many racing drivers, drifters, and track enthusiasts started their journey in an E30. Number 4, mechanical simplicity done right. Another reason the E30 has survived for decades is how it was built. This car comes from an era where electronics were limited, mechanical parts were over-engineered, simplicity was a strength. Engines like the M20 inline 6 and M10 and M44 cylinders were durable, serviceable, built to last, no complex turbo systems, no fragile electronics, no proprietary software locks. Most E30s can still be maintained with basic tools, mechanical knowledge, and patience. This simplicity makes the E30 easier to restore, easier to modify, easier to keep on the road. It's a car you can understand, not just drive. Number 5, the car that created the BMW reputation. Before the E30, BMW was respected. After the E30, BMW was legendary. This car cemented BMW's reputation for sporty sedans, driver-focused engineering, rear-wheel drive excellence. The E30 proved that a practical four-door car could also be fun, competitive, exciting. It showed the world that performance didn't require sacrificing usability. Every modern BMW 3 Series, good or bad, exists because of the E30. It set the blueprint. Number 6, motorsport pedigree. That actually matters. You can't talk about the E30 without talking about motorsport. The BMW E30 M3 wasn't created as a luxury performance car. It was created to win races, and it did. The E30 M3 dominated DTM touring car championships, rally stages, circuit racing worldwide. This wasn't marketing hype. It was genuine motorsport success. Even non-ME30s benefited from this DNA. Stronger chassis, balanced suspension geometry. Motorsport-inspired engineering. This is why E30s are still competitive in racing and track events today. They weren't built to look fast. They were built to be fast. Number 7, endless customization and community support. Another reason the E30 remains special is the community around it. Few cars have as many aftermarket options, as much shared knowledge, as strong a global fan base. You can build an E30 into almost anything. OEM restoration, track weapon, drift car, engine-swapped monster, daily driver, and there's always someone who's already done it and documented how. This community keeps the E30 alive. Parts are still available. Information is everywhere. Support is endless. That's rare for a car this old. Number 8, the emotional connection. Here's the part that can't be measured on paper. People don't just own E30s, they bond with them. For many, the E30 was their first BMW, their first project car, their first track car, their first driving lesson. It's a car that creates memories. It demands attention. It rewards effort, and it gives back far more than it takes. That emotional connection is why people restore E30s instead of replacing them. Number 9, rising values, but not just because of money. Yes, E30 prices have gone up dramatically, but they didn't rise just because of speculation. They rose because the driving experience is irreplaceable. Modern cars can't replicate it. The supply is shrinking. People aren't buying E30s just to flip them. They're buying them to preserve something special, experience real driving, own a piece of BMW history. That's why the E30 isn't just a classic, it's a benchmark. Number 10, the E30 represents what we've lost. More than anything else, the BMW E30 is special because it reminds us of what cars used to be. Cars used to be mechanical, honest, built around the driver. The E30 doesn't hide behind screens or software. It doesn't correct your mistakes. It doesn't filter reality. It gives you control and responsibility. And that's exactly why people still love it. The BMW E30 isn't special because it's old. It's special because it was engineered with purpose. It prioritized driving feel. It created a legacy that still shapes BMW today. The E30 isn't just a car, it's a philosophy. And that's why, decades later, it still matters. Now I want to hear from you. Have you driven an E30, or is it your dream car? What do you think modern BMWs have lost? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Like the video if you enjoyed this deep dive. Subscribe for more automotive history and enthusiast stories. And I'll see you in the next one.